We're starting back now, and we will go until 5:30.
Okay.
So let us bow our heads for a word of prayer where we are, and let us pray where we are. Gracious, loving Father, please be with us right now as we enter into this presentation, as we touch your word. Bless everyone that listens and help them to participate in understanding your will for us in this matter. In Jesus' holy name we pray with thanksgiving unto thee. Amen. Amen. Okay, my dear brethren, please turn with me to Luke chapter 17. This scripture was read this morning, but it was part of the scripture that I had to read. But the scripture is so very important that it will do justice to us to take a second look at this scripture and to take a hard look at it, or a discerning look at it. So Luke chapter 17. And my dear brethren, we start with verse 26 to verse 30. 26 to verse 30. So Luke 17, 26 to 30. Okay. We read. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Now let us just stop here for a while, brethren. Let us just stop here for a while as we take a look at what was told to us here. This scripture didn't tell us in the exact day that Jesus comes. It tells us in the days, plural, of Noah. Then it gives us a period of time where they do a certain wrong. They ate, they drank, they got married, they were giving up wives to each other. This is not saying anything is wrong with eating or drinking or getting married. This is speaking about doing this thing without faith, in excess, where they are doing it for wrong passions and wrong reasons and gratification. People get married sometimes just out of gratification. And they were getting married out of gratification and just eating and drinking out of gratification. There was no genuine love there. But this happened in a period of time. Let's read it again so that you can see what you just read. Again, from verse 26 in Luke chapter 17, verse 26. Pay attention. It says this: and as it was in the days of Noah, notice days plural, not day of Noah, but what does it say? Days of Noah. It goes on. So shall it also be in the days, plural, of the what? Son of Man. So what days of the Son of Man? It just tells us a period in time when the Son of Man is just about to come. How do we know? Let's read on. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark and the flood came and destroyed them all. So you see a certain amount of days, and those days they are doing a lot of wrong, and it ends in the second coming of Jesus Christ. Did you see that, my dear brethren? It ends in the second coming of Jesus Christ. And they told, so shall it be in the days of Christ. So we expect a period of time just before the second coming of Jesus Christ, when people are alive on the earth, they do a lot of wrong, and it ends in the second coming of Jesus Christ. Let's read on again. It goes on. Verse 28. Likewise also as it was in the days of Lot. There we go again. Plural. You what? Days of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. Notice this. These are not works that happen in one day, but happen over a period of time. That's days. So we are dealing with the days of Lot, and it ends with destruction. Like how the days of Noah, and it ended in the flood. The days of Lot, and it ends with the brimstone and fire. Let's read on. But in the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Now hear what we are told. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. So now we ask ourselves the question, the day that the Son of Man is revealed, is Jesus going to be revealed in heaven? And then they'll be building and planting and eating and drinking, and then they're destroyed. No. That must take place before, and then it must be in a period in time when Christ himself comes and what? Destroy them. But you see, there's a period of time when Christ is going to be revealed on the earth. And when Christ is revealed on the earth, they'll be doing all those wrongs, and destruction will come upon them while Christ is being revealed on the earth. So we need some days. And during those days, they're doing a lot of wrong, and Christ is revealed. And when Christ is revealed, he is being preached all over the earth. Now, what time is this that Mrs. White tells us that Christ will be preached all over the earth? Since from 1888, the message of what? Righteousness by faith came to the church. This message, she tells us, the third angel's message is justification through faith in verity, meaning in surety. The third angel's message calls upon people not to worship the beast and his image. Is that understood? The third angel's message tells people not to worship the beast and his image. So, as we were saying now, so the third angel's message of what? Righteousness by faith. Now when you preach the third angel's message, it tells you if any man worship the beast or his image, the same shall drink of the what? Wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out in what? Without mixture in the what? Cup of it, indignation, and they shall be tormented with fire what? And brimstone. Tormented with fire and what? Brimstone what? Day and night. And they have no rest who worship the beast and his image. That's the third angel's message. Now that third angel's message is shaped in a way to denounce the papal beast and the image of the beast which is set up. Papal communion and Protestant communion is denounced in that message. But if you tell telling people that you're not supposed to follow the religious state or a theocratic empire transgressing the law of God when God is your king. You have to preach that people must be justified by faith to get out of that. Amen. You only enter into obedience to Christ when you're justified by faith. And justified by faith makes you preach the commandments, begin to keep the commandments of God. So what do we have here is the day when Christ is unveiled, is the day when righteousness by faith is being preached. Which is when the third angel's message we have is preached and sworn into a loud cry. That is the day when Christ is revealed or unveiled. But we are being told in that day when Christ is unveiled, people will be living just like people in the days of Noah, and people will be living just like people in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. And just as destruction came upon them in Sodom and Gomorrah, we are being told, just as destruction came upon them, it's going to come upon people upon the face of this earth now. This is why we tell you before, do not expect just at the second coming of Christ, big pieces of rocks will fall from out the sky as brimstone and burn them up when Christ is coming. When Christ is coming, the heat of the second coming is enough to melt the earth. But before that happens, we are told in the spirit of prophecy, populous cities will be brought to ruin before our eyes. And there they will be jumping up in the carnival, the gay carnival, where they have all the defiance against God. And while they are doing that, actual brimstone and fire, the same hellfires, fall upon them and destroy their cities and destroy them then. But when that is happening, the final messages will be being preached. We will be persecuted for the Sabbath. The evangelicals will think that God is working for them. You have to understand that the whole sodomite issue now that is taking place now is the earth being pushed into socialism. They are going extreme left. So when they go extreme left, then they will come back to what they call right, but is not right, with evangelicalism. And I tell you, a significant meeting took place yesterday in the United States of America, in one of those hotels, with top evangelical leaders in America and the Vice President of the United States of America. And the Vice President, Mr. Pence, urged the evangelicals to go and convert the peoples of America to save America. Here is the Vice President launching an evangelistic crusade to convert America. We have no problem with that, but we just know what that will mean. It would mean that the evangelicals will seek the aid of the law of the land to create a theocratic kingdom on the earth. Such a kingdom that they will recognize and claim that belongs to Jesus because of Sunday, which they say is in recognition of the resurrection of Jesus. But you and I know the sign of the resurrection is the seventh-day Sabbath. Because resurrection is recreation, and the sign of recreation is the seventh-day Sabbath. But we have them already launching out. Yes, we have them already launching out. Before it is formed, we have them launching out to get the popular support. And that's what's going on. They are launching out to get the popular support. And this means trouble is coming. You are not here long enough to get yourself ready. That's why you have to go in overdrive or overwork to prepare yourself. You have to be more sincere than you have ever been. You have to be honest in your heart. You have to be truly dedicated more than you have ever been. Mean it with all your heart. Ere long, You find out petty little things have been keeping you back. Things which could have been gotten rid of very easily. And things which means nothing in contrast to the glory of the love of God. So we are being told this here in Luke. But turn now to June 7th and observe something here. June verse 7. Listen to this. When you finish, you look at 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 6. But let's read June 7. Here's what we're told. I quote. It says this. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to whoring. It says fornication, but that is not the word. The word is whoring. Whoring here means all kind of corrupting sex. All kind of corrupting sex. It will take in all the orientations. So giving themselves over to whoring and going after strange flesh are set forth as a what? Example. Suffering the vengeance of what? Eternal fire. So you notice this, that the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah is presented in the Bible as a what? Example. Why would God say an example? You give an example that in case the same problem happens, they would recognize the same retribution is going to come. Yes. Let's see how Peter said it in 2 Peter 2, verse 6. We read, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into what? Ashes. Condemned them with a catastrophe and overthrow, making them an example. There you have the word again, but here is how much more clarity. Making them, did you just see that here? Yeah. An example unto those that after should live ungodly. Did you see that? So those who afterwards do the same thing, Sodom and Gomorrah is an example to them. So whether it is judges, whether it is the Equal Opportunities Commission, it doesn't matter. They are all an example. So if they push sodomy, they push sexual activity, I should just say the wrong way, they push perverted sexual activity on the wrong path of your body, you know one thing for sure, Sodom and Gomorrah is an example for them. Yes. But the Bible also told us, not only for those who do it, but for those who have pleasure in them that do it. Amen. So we are being warned of our connection with them. We must not have an acceptable connection with that. Which means to say our connection should be one of disapproval and rejection, showing it is wrong. You see, no government could come and give new definitions, because governments are not going to create the meaning of words for us. Listen to me carefully. No government, and I'm saying this, that even the government of Trinidad and Tobago could hear, because this will be put up on the internet. And I'm saying this to the Equal Opportunities Commission also. No government can create the new meaning of words or have professors in a foreign university in America who are influenced by communism or cultural Marxism create a new meaning of words and then write a law enforcing that meaning on us for us to direct our lives to it. orientation. And let us start with orientation. The meaning of the word orientation, listen to this. The meaning of the word orientation, I quote, orientation from the Wordsworth Concise English Dictionary, page 682. Orientation, the act of orienting or orientating, the state of being oriented. Determination, listen to this now, determination or consciousness of relative direction. So you're determined to go in a direction. You're conscious of going in a particular direction. You call that orientation. It goes on. The assumption of definite direction in response to stimulus. So something touches feelings and it naturally go that way. Something touches feelings and it normally go that way. That is orientation. So, if that is orientation, what is sexual orientation? You see, the Equal Opportunities Commission wants sexual orientation to be written also into their literature, into their laws, so that sodomites can now bring people before the Equal Opportunities Commission and get money, and if you don't have the money to pay them, get jail time, because you speak against their orientation, their direction. Nobody should have to pay another person money because he disagrees with a person's direction. Your direction always is by choice. It affects your choice to go that way until you're continually going that way because you want it. Nobody should pay any fines for speaking against any type of sexual orientation. Sexual orientation, I have written here, is the assumption of a definite direction by choice to a particular type of sexual gratification and a choice of an organism with which to sexually relate. So you're choosing two things. You're choosing the particular type of sexual direction and the particular type of organism you're going to have the direction of sex with. That is your choice. Why then, if I speak against your choice, they should want laws to criminalize or to make my choice culpable to be charged against your choice. You choose that. You said it is normal. I refuse it. I say it is not normal. And I express it as how unnatural it is from the Bible. You want to stop my freedom of expression. You want to censor me by telling me I can't say that. And I say to them, any government, let me continue to read. Habit. Listen to this. We're dealing with sexual orientation. Sexual orientation has a lot to do with habit. Sexual orientation is the assumption of a definite direction by choice to a particular type of sexual gratification and a choice of an organism with which to sexually relate. Habit. Now habit has a part to do with this. Listen to this. Habit. Listen to this. Don't lose your focus. Habit. Habit that is formed by continual gratification is the issue. You didn't hear what I just said. Habit that is formed by continual gratification is the issue of being oriented. You didn't get that one. It is a fear. If you criticize a choice that creates a habit by continual gratification, which is orientation, it is unfair to penalize you because you speak about that. You see, habit that is formed by continual gratification is the issue of being oriented to that particular type of sex. This habit has to be, listen to my words carefully, this habit has to be outside of the natural use of the opposite sex or gender for gratification. In other words, naturally, as the Bible says, a man would want a woman. Naturally, a woman would want a man. This is natural. And if that is natural, you have no problem with it because it is natural, because the woman is for the man and the man is for the woman. You have no problem with it. But you have that sexual activity you don't call orientation. Why don't you call that sexual activity orientation? Because it is natural. That's why you don't call it orientation. It is natural. But the fact that you're dealing with something outside of the natural, what do you have to call it? Orientation. So the fact that you say sexual orientation, you are speaking about a habit based upon continual gratification in a particular way that sex is not usually had. That's what you're talking about. Right, so using orientation with regard to sexual activity to identify other type of sex that is not natural is wicked. Because if you do that, there are different types of people you will have to call sexual orientation towards also. And I am telling you, the Equal Opportunities Commission, and you officers there, if sodomy is identified as an orientation, because that is where you have a direct sexual activity to, so should be pedophilia. Yes. Because that is where you direct your sexual activity to. Yes. It is not legal, just as how buggery is not legal. Amen. But you want to decriminalize the buggery, then you should, in non-discriminated, to decriminalize pedophilia too. Yes. But if you say it is not consenting adults, then also orientation is incest also. So you could have a boy 20 years old, his sister 21 years old, and they could decide they want to live with each other. They could decide they want to do corruption. They are consenting what? Adults. And that incest is an orientation too. Because it's by habit and practice, they want to direct their sex that way. It is still the natural use of male and female, but the problem here, the wrong female and the wrong male. Is that understood? Yes. So if you're going and give sodomites the description of orientation, you should give pedophiles, and you also should give incestuous people that as an orientation too. But if you say, no, you're horrified, no incest, because it's family. We are horrified too. We say, no, not man with man, it's unnatural. We say the same thing too. We could say, no, not woman with woman, it's unnatural. We could say the same thing too. You all want government to make the definition and then penalize us because we refuse the definition against the Bible. Brother.
Even though they are liberals who think that sex between siblings should be allowed, just as long as they don't have a child. Because if you have a child with your sibling, it will come up with a problem. So they are saying even today that incestuous relationship should be allowed just as long as they don't have a child. It's okay.
Yes. They are allowed to say that. Watch this again. Sexual orientation must also include necrophilia. And we are telling you, we are telling you, the Equal Opportunities Commission and you, the government, before you think twice, Sweden just recently passed a law that if a person is going to die and they sign a document stating that you can have sex with your dead body, Sweden recently passed that law, then you can go and practice necrophilia without being charged. Now there are a lot of sick perverts walking about the place. We know that, don't we? Yes. There are a lot of perverts walking about the place. And orientation is also necrophilia. It is consenting adults. It's just one consenting before they died. And if you want to allow man with man and woman with man as an orientation, you might as well allow necrophilia. What about prostitution? In Trinidad and Tobago, prostitution is illegal. They had some woman come on the television, on TV3 as usual, CNC3 as usual, and showing that countries away legalize it, and we in Trinidad should legalize it. That's what she said. And she speak about them as workers. The Lord is cleaning your house, and you're not working. Everything is a work. So why use the word workers for the sodomite? For the prostitute? Because she's making money. Think about it. What virtue does a woman have for selling her most private part to a stranger for money? And what virtue does a man have paying money for this private part of an individual he doesn't even know for money? These things are naturally destructive to morality. And when destruction comes, more crime comes, more trouble comes, and we all suffer. But there are some boys, I know some of them, young ones, I know some young boys, some of them talk to me, 17, 18, and what were they doing? They're working hard, and every weekend they're going to a certain place and get prostitutes. Those boys whom I know also had, whom I knew, also had that as an orientation. So what are you going to do? Make sex with a prostitute an orientation too? So that if somebody speak against prostitution, you would then bring them before the Equal Opportunities Commission to make them pay thousands of dollars because they spoke against that? Why is it that you officers in these positions must yield to the drivel coming up from the United States of America and the European Union and spread it here? Big women, big men who have children and who know better. What are they trying to prove? And this is the reason why this is horrible to see what they are saying about orientation. This clearly shows us. If you say you don't want discrimination, if you do it for the sodomites and you don't do it for those who like animals, you're discriminating. And you do it, and you're not doing it for those who like your own family, which is incest. At an age of consent, you're discriminating. And you don't do it for the prostitute, you're discriminating. But you will stop and look at some as reprehensible, but not the one with man and woman with woman as reprehensible. If you lose your horror for that abomination, we Christians haven't. And if you are in favor of it, we are not. And God is not. And he said, this is an example. You are going to bring fire upon people's head. Listen to the word gender now, quickly. Yes, my dear.
What happened? Some sodomites, like two of them that was on the video this morning, Trini Trend TV on YouTube, and the activist LC with the boycott. Some of them claim that, some of the Christian claims that if we open the law to buggery, if we open the way for buggery, we open the way for pedophilia and bestiality and all these other things. They claim that, oh, those claims are so erroneous and it's not even related, and these kind of claims. But look the instance here with the prostitutes, because she come out and say, well, why not legalize that too? So either they are willingly ignorant or they're just studying themselves in their own situation and they're just selfish and want to commit them buggery. Because look, one of them was saying that two consenting male, that is different to a man being with a boy. But look, a perfect example with Josiah Nicholas, the man from Cascade. Before he raped the 12-year-old boy, he went and bugged a 37-year-old man, assault a 37-year-old woman. Then he go younger, he go and bug a 18-year-old man. And then he finally reached the 12-year-old boy. So it is related.
Yes. And you know, one of the things we have to take into consideration, who gives a sodomite, listen to me carefully, who gives a sodomite the expertise in making moral judgment about moral connection? You can't make no moral connection because you don't even know what it means. You don't even know what it means. You could say it's not related. It's not related in your narrow mind because you're only looking at you and a man. You're fixated with your sickness. That's why you can't see it. But we can see it, we know. And let me just say this. I'm speaking against what that same person said on the television that you showed about it is not related. I'm speaking against that. Listen to this. If you say it is not related, what you are saying is that only deal with us sodomites and forget the others. You are calling for discrimination against the others too. That's not all. How could you say it is not related? You don't know. You just don't know. And finally, anytime somebody comes and tells you, oh, those things, they're not related, and so on, always remember when people tell you that the moral connection of crime with crime has been stopped by the Bogle laws. Why? Because the Bogle laws that he says has nothing to do with that, does not, what did he say? He said, well, if it is not being enforced, enforce it. It is being enforced. Because if somebody bothers somebody by force, it is still being enforced. You mean for consenting adults. You want that clause to get away, but here's the point. The Bogle laws stands as a symbol. It stands as what? A symbol of keeping away many other corruptions. How do you know? If the Bogle laws are removed, then man with man and woman with woman becomes a legal affair, and if it is a legal affair in private, it could be also done as marriage, as adopting children, as teaching children in school, your little children in school, a type of education that it is a normal sex. So you see, all that can happen if you don't hold the Bogle laws as a symbol of restraining decadence. And that's the reason why it is there as a symbol of restraining what? Decadence. Let me quickly go again because we have to close now. Gender. Gender. A distinction of words roughly answering to sex. Loosely or jocularly sex. It comes from the French word genre and the Latin word genus, it means kind. So when you say sex, or when you say gender, you mean the male gender. When you say gender, you mean the female gender. Two genders. What are the definition of sex in the same dictionary? Sex. That by which an animal or plant is male or female. Did you hear that? Yes. Sex. That by which an animal or plant is male or female. Equal Opportunities Commission, listen. The quality of being male or female. Either by the divisions according to this or its members collectively. The whole domain connected with this distinction and plus sexual intercourse. All that is what sex is used for. So that's why when you say gender, You mean male or what? Female gender. When you say sex, what is your sex? You just say what is your gender. My sex is male. That means that is your gender. Your sex is female. That means that is your what? Gender. Why should the Equal Opportunities Commission want gender to mean gender identity? That is a sick delusion. And that is why you government, you PLM government, we are telling you, watch yourself. Because Sodom and Gomorrah is an example to all of us. And we are telling you, gender could never be gender identity. Your gender is not what you identify yourself as. Because if I identify myself as Primo or Primee, that would mean I create a new gender. And if you respect that gender, you should let me go and sit in the Prime Minister's office and run the country. Try for Prime Minister and me for Minister. I said Primean gender. That's my gender identity. Move away, Mr. Rowley. And let me be Prime Minister because my gender is Primee. And you understand what I mean? You laugh because that is the stupidity of the whole thing. Because if a 63-year-old man and big children finally discovered his gender identity, he's a 6-year-old Chinese girl. And this big man puts on a pampers, put ribbons in his hair, and put his tongue in his horrible mouth and sits down and tells people that is his gender identity and you should accept that, then you Equal Opportunities Commission, you have to be in trouble too. You have to be vocal also. The reason why? Because gender could never be what? Gender identity. Unless I can be Chinese. Amen, brethren? And that's the reason why don't call sex sexual orientation, don't call gender gender identity, and the government should not make laws that subject all of us to follow that abomination. Yes. We are saying that to you, government. But watch. Let's look at the word discriminate and discriminatory. Let's look at the word. You speak about discrimination. You speak about discriminatory. Let's look at this. Discriminate. There is a discrimination that means noting the difference. Discriminate to know the difference of or in between. But there is another kind of discrimination. This discrimination is like this. Watch. Discriminatory. Discriminative. Favoring some, not treating or falling on all alike. So if you're favoring some, why is it when we the Christians baking our vegetarian bake or our vegan cake, and a Sodomite comes and says, make a cake for his marriage and put our familiar on it to show sodomy, and we say no. Why are you, the government, taking his side and favoring him against our conscience? If you say you are not supposed to discriminate against him, then don't discriminate against us. If he wants to do that, go to somebody who can make the cake for you. It's like the hijab issue. You bring a hijab, a woman wearing a hijab in a Hindu school. The Hindus don't like it. Bring another worker that's not wearing a hijab. And then you want to wear the hijab, go in a Muslim school. That ends the whole controversy. What are you trying to do? To play the dark power over religions? If I was a Muslim wearing some kind of thing on my head, and And they put me in this school and they say they don't want me there. I just asked the government to send me to a Muslim school where I'm among my brethren. What did he say? They don't have to make a big issue of that. But you see what happened to you all. You all are not respecting people's religious liberty. People put you all in power and they never put you in power to make you rob them of their freedoms. And that's what you want to do. Rob people of their freedom. So discrimination should only apply to government, not to private property. Private property means even though you are using your property for public service, since it is your property, you have the choice as to who you want to give public service or not. Amen. So if you see somebody and they goes against your conscience, and God tells your conscience, don't cooperate with that, and you say you cannot give your public service to something that is against your conscience, leave that person alone and go to somebody else who can do it for you. But if the government calls that discrimination, then this is what? Discrimination, favoring some, not treating or falling on all of them. If the government call what we are doing discrimination and they take up for them, then the government discriminating against us. You can't have it two ways. It is discrimination against us. And this is why, listen to me, the errors, hear my words, the errors of the day, the false social doctrines of the day that pushes Marxist censorship spreading all around the world is trying to go against our freedom of speech and censoring us. But the first censorship against speaking against moral evils will turn to censorship against speaking against public evils like government. Yes. And so when the Sunday law comes, you would not want us to speak against it. And this is the reason why now, today government, when you hear our voice, speak against those evils, leave us alone. Otherwise it's fire and brimstone. And as the brother says, otherwise the wrath of God will fall upon you. Remember, Sodom and Gomorrah are examples. They are what? Examples. And before Jesus comes, listen to me again, there will be fire from brimstone falling on the earth in different cities, destroying those who want to practice their sovereignty. Leave us alone. But mercy at government, you have an obligation to protect the country from moral decadence. You have the responsibility to save the country from moral deterioration. There are laws that are symbols of preserving society. The Bobby laws are one of those laws. They preserve society from a whole host of evil. And no Sodomite could go in public and tell me, who studies the Bible, that he could make a moral judgment to say what will happen and what wouldn't happen. We have the spirit of prophecy, and we could say what will happen and what wouldn't happen. And you Sodomites, with your Christian phobia, you have to be against Christians. Why? Because Christianity shows sodomy is wrong. And if you want to make people accept it, that's what legislation is all about. Legislation is to make people who don't accept it by law. And if you want people to accept it, you have to come up against Christianity. Therefore you end up being what? Christian phobia. So we ask the government, stop saying you're protecting us from protecting people from homophobia, which doesn't exist, but yet not protect us from Christian phobia, which does exist. Latest statistics are shown that in 2017 to 2018 so far, the majority sect that was persecuted the most and murdered the most in the world are Christians. So there is growing Christian phobia. And we are asking you, the government, and you, the Equal Opportunities Commission, not to extend it to these borders here. Because Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventists is for one. We're going to have to take every cent out of our pocket and we will convert the jail. But we will never accept your sodomy. Long live the Reformation. We trust, my dear brethren, that when we said this, we have Christian love, not sentimentalism. Christian love, principled love, love in deed and in truth. That love also is for you, the Sodomite, who the Bible says has a chance of conversion. But be careful that you resist Jesus Christ, that you lose your chance. And you government and you Equal Opportunities Commission, don't you dare try to make these people lose their chance of salvation. Don't strengthen the evil. Don't give the evil the power of legislation to spread it. So may God have His mercy on all of us. Let us pray. Gracious, loving Father, we thank you for this truth that you have shown us. We thank you very much for your great love towards us. We thank you for your great mercy towards us. Thank you again so much that we now know that we have to stand for the truth and not allow these evils to interfere with our freedoms. So bless us, loving Father, and help us. As we leave here to go on our ways, please keep us safe from all harms, troubles, dangers, and accidents. In Jesus' holy name we pray, with thanksgiving unto Thee. Amen.